Hey, what's up, y'all? I appreciate y'all engaging, and I'm gonna try to keep this up whenever y'all have questions. So I got a couple from Jay Tahoe, and I'll put a link to his channel down below. The first one is I didn't touch it on the other video. Is just why I got into powerlifting, and I think the main reason is because I really I played a bunch of team sports when I was in uh, middle school and high school, but the sports that I really liked were the individual sports. Like I really liked throwing shot put and discus and sprinting, and then I really liked powerlifting because it was a way of being a part of a team and a squad, but it was still like a very individual, singular sport. I don't know if that makes sense. Sometimes playing a sport in a team atmosphere can be a little bit overwhelming, so it was a nice mental break to just be able to focus on me. And then also I love the idea of being a power lifter, but also maintaining and priding myself and still being athletic. I really like the guys that do that. So I guess if that's kind of a vague answer, but that's basically what led me to it, and it's one of the approachable and doable sports that I can actually compete in. That I have within my grasp, so I want to take advantage of that. I definitely also want to do some strongman. I definitely want to run some 5Ks competitively eventually. I do want to I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've got a bunch of avenues that I want to go down. And then Jay also has, it may not be, I guess, think it's kind of maybe some guidance. So I had a very similar issue with fixing, like when I fixed my butt lift and switching over to pause bench. Like I went from being able to hit 315 really easy, touch and go with the butt lift, to being able to not hit 315 without with pause and the butt lift, and it was extremely infuriating. I will say that there's certain things that really helped me out, like experiment with how far your feet are apart. I tuck my feet really super far beneath me and put them really close together, and I get up on my heels and I have my butt lifted as I take the weight, like unrack the weight, and then I drop my heels and grind my heels down, and then put my butt back down on the bench as I start the rep, and it kind of helps me put. So I had a problem with putting my butt, like the butt lift, my leg drive was going up, and instead it's supposed to go along the bench. So do what you can to try to figure out those cues. Chill, Carl. And then also, if you are feeling beat up, I'd say take a week, but do light stuff. One thing I can say is do not underestimate the power of doing push-ups and different variants of push-ups. Don't underestimate the power that pull-ups can have on your lats to help you with bench press. It's amazing how much your lats can have to do with competition bench press. That's a big thing that I'm learning right now. So there's just a couple of little ideas. Also, maybe switch to some lighter dumbbell bench press to see if that helps with your stabilizer muscle. But the main thing right now is that if you're feeling beat up, go to some light movements, get that blood pumping, but try to recover as much as possible. I hope that helps, man. And please let me know if you have any other questions. I actually really like this type of content. It's just hard to kind of come up with these ideas myself. So I appreciate y'all asking questions, man. It means a lot. And then that's my segue into tenacious and resilience question, as he asked me pretty much do I enjoy making YouTube videos, and what makes me want to be on YouTube? And honestly, the main thing is I spent a really long, I used to be a lazy, loser, booze hound, drug addict. It sucked. And I didn't have any reason for anybody to be proud of me. I was in heinous health condition. I went pre-diabetic. I went up to maybe like 265 pounds with very little muscle. I was in shambles. I'd been on a lot of mental health medication that didn't help out. And then when I got into lifting, it proved that the one thing that's nice about fitness is that it proves if you have problems setting goals or thinking that you can't accomplish a goal when you set it, lifting and fitness is a good segue into proving that you can hit little goals and then make bigger ones and escalate that. So when I realized that I could I could reform my life, and fitness and lifting especially was like the foundation of getting better. And I I like the idea of being social, but I am not very good at being so, I don't know how to describe it, but it get like with the YouTube, although it can be very stressful, it gives me an avenue to try to talk about things that led me to where I am now. And if I can do it, if I was able to reform myself and get it together, I think anybody can. Little things like, yo, man, if you're addicted to playing video games and you're not getting any, like how about this? Ever play Call of Duty? Every time you die, you got to do 10 push-ups. Like little things like that. And then just like I finally have a way to be a positive inspiration to people. I've now, especially at Big Techs, I'm starting to meet people that recognize me from my social media. It's happened to work. I had somebody that I haven't seen in almost 20 years that has their like, I think she's in like 7th grade. She started powerlifting, and she watches my videos, and she wanted to meet me in person. So I had like an opportunity to meet someone that I've been like a positive inspiration to, and that was like so, I don't know how to describe that, man. That makes me want to like tear up. It was that's why I want to do this. It just feels good to be like a positive influence and like a motivating influence in people's lives and in my own life. So and it gives me, and my favorite content is like the gaming and the did you know this, and sharing little goofy stuff that's banging around in my head that I've always wanted to share with people, but it makes me seem a little insane and like non sequiturs to like hit people with this out of the blue. So this YouTube stuff and the social media stuff is like a big avenue, or like it's like a release for me to be able to get from what's in here to out there. And like I said, sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's stressful, but it feels so good to like get this stuff like out into the public, even when it's like stupid little like shit posting, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all asking these questions. If you have any others, please let me know. This is really cool, fun content to make, and like I said, I'm gonna try. Sometimes I might have to consolidate them, but I'm gonna try to do these as much as possible because I enjoy this. I want to give y'all as much of an insight into what I got going on as you're interested in. So stay tuned, and I appreciate you. Hit the like, hit the sub if you haven't, and stay tuned because there's a lot coming down the pipeline, baby. And we got a powerlifting meet in February.